Right. It's been asked a few times now to me about giving a little bit of a starter information as to what troops work well together. A lot of the deck building is based on personal opinion, your playstyle. If your deck isn't working, change it up for something else, maybe switch out something else. But I'll try and cover an overall, this is the basics kind of thing, and then you can build off of that how you like. Again, this is my opinion, this is what I do. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for everybody, but I'm hoping it'll give you a base idea of what you kind of need to climb the ranks, you know. So essentially with this game, you need arena control as fast as possible. The faster you get that arena control, the more pressure you can put onto the hero, your opponent's hero. And that is essentially what you're looking to get, is that arena control. So with that in mind, let me show you this deck. So this deck carried me for a long time, and then once we got to the higher ranks, it failed. But let me just go through. It's a very mana heavy deck. I would drop the chain gang, piling the pressure on with that chain gang straight away. Then I would follow it up with the ranged mage, or if I was being pressured, so if my chain gang had been pressured and was being taken down so that I had no arena control, I would drop my tank, which is my ram, and he piles a lot of pressure on by being very tanky, taking a lot of damage, distracting the enemies, and that was my distraction to regain that arena control. After I dropped my ram, I would then drop my defenses, which is my bulk, dropping that defense to start defending any minions after that I drop. We've got our melee out, our ram, that's the one that's distracting the enemy troops. We've got our defense to keep us safe. Now we're going to drop some range at the back to be picking off those troops, which is when you drop your sniper, your archers, your things like that. The reason this deck didn't work at a later game, at a higher rank, is because higher ranked players pressure units. They see a sniper, they run over, they press it, they kill it, they take it out. They don't mind losing a life to take out a sniper. This is why this deck later on failed, because I couldn't get my sniper out, I couldn't get anything out. It's a heavy cost mana deck, and it doesn't work. So when you're finding that those things aren't working, it's time to change that deck. It's time to look at it and go, okay, I've reached a new level, I've reached a new skill cap, let's change it up. My current deck. Now, this deck so far is, well, it's playing extremely well at the moment. So, what we drop first with this one is our buff, similar to the bulk, but instead of defending, this buffs any attack. So I drop my drum first, get that buff on attack, then I go into my switchblade. So we've got a drum and a switchblade, and now we can press the hero ourselves. So we go in, we press the hero with Miss T, the drum, and the switchblade. As we approach the hero, our shield comes into action. We drop that shield. We've now got even more protection to take that life off that hero, giving us that advantage straight away. While the enemy is respawning, we drop our Doomray. So by the time they've respawned, they've now got a Doomray on the field that they've got to deal with. After we drop our Doomray, we drop our bulk. Bulk will then defend the Doomray for us. Even if they try and press it, that bulk is going to be defending it, and it's going to be buffing that defense. And it just runs like that. So essentially you want to be looking for something to defend your troops, something to push the arena, and then something to press the hero. That's essentially what you want in a deck. Something that's going to hunt the hero down, or keep a lot of pressure on the hero, whether that be yourself, whether that be your troops. You want something that can tank some damage, so whether that be a Nightwing, whether that be a Brute, you want something that can tank some damage. Something, again, it is all down to you which tank you choose. There are many options for tanks. There's the bouncer who knocks things back. There's the There's the Brute who smashes, who does like an area of effect smash. There's the Nightwing who does fireballs and then a breath weapon. All of these are good tanky characters. The Ram is another good tanky character to have. Essentially, it's down to how you build your deck, but you're really looking for a tank, something to press the hero, and then some little lower cost minions to get on the field to be doing that little bit of DPS. That's what I find a deck should be. How you get about that is entirely up to you. There are so many options that work well together. Bulk and Sniper, Ram and Sniper. What else do we have? Drummer, of course, the Drummer being the buff, and Sniper. No, sorry, not Drum and Sniper. Drum and Drum and Doomway. Sorry, lost the plot there. What I used to do with my other deck was drop Bulk down and then drop the Cannoneer behind it to attack the engine. So yeah, just a recap on a heads up of what you should be looking at as you start this game. When you start this game, you want to look at a few small minions for your DPS. Maybe a Fencer, maybe a Switchblade, maybe an Archer. Then you want something at range, so your Snipers, your Mage, or something like that. Then you want something for defense, so either a tank or some spells, a shield spell, mine spell can be the mine here can also be very defensive. You can drop it around your something you want to protect, and it'll explode on its way in. There's a lot of different ways to gain that defense, but essentially a deck should have defense, ranged, and some DPS. Again, as I say, how you get those is entirely up to you. There are many options, there are many combinations. Some work well with other heroes, some don't work so well with other heroes' abilities. It's a trial and error in that sense. But the essential basics is you want a tank or some kind of defense, whether that be a spell or a tank. You want some kind of ranged weapon to drop behind that tank or defensive spell. And you want a DPS to keep things busy on the field. Yeah, that's me. That's my opinion on the whole situation. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what I felt a deck should be, as I've been asked a couple of times. How do I know which cards go well together when I first start? So that is my opinion on the matter. I hope it's helpful, and we will be covering some more Arena Stars and streaming some more Arena Stars very soon.